Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer Miller, also known as the Amethyst Winters. I am a mother. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I am an author and I am a makeup lover. Today's video, as you saw, by the title, is my March favorites. I have a lot of songs. I go, when I'm at work, I listen to the radio overhead and they play the same dang music all month long. And then they switch it every month. I think it's a Sirius radio, but it's a Walmart Sirius radio. Anyway, you know, I find a lot of good songs out there. So almost always I find my favorites because I don't have any other, well, I can listen to it from home, but I just don't, and I don't have an actual radio. So I end up just not listening to music much. But when I'm at work, I do. So, but I have my list. And we're gonna start from my list. So, I'm gonna shut up and get busy. Here we go. I have some makeup favorites. We will save those for last because I think that's kind of fun to save those for last. Let's just start from the bottom and go to the top then. Food. So I have 3 food faves. 2 are, you'll see. You'll see. So I don't know if you've heard of Alani Nu. They are an energy drink brand. They're fairly new. I'd say about 3 years on the market. They have quite a few flavors. I love them. They're sugar-free, which is key for me. I don't do a lot of sugar. However, we'll get to however in just a second. Pardon me. They are still not good for you, but I work overnights, so it's kind of rather important for me to, yeah, that is going to be an issue. It's kind of rather important for me to, I guess it's not, but I can't help it. I like my energy drink. So they have this new flavor. It came out probably about 3-4 months ago called Juicy Peach. I tried it probably back in February and I liked it, but I just forgot to mention it. So I decided to add it to March favorites. It has fast become one of my favorite flavors, as well as the Peach Monster sugar-free. Another energy drink that has become a favorite of mine that I can't drink often because it has sugar is the Red Bull Amber Edition. It is apricot strawberry, and it is so delicious. Oh my gosh, I can drink. They're not very big to boot, but I can drink that little sucker in like 10 minutes, and that's bad. But I get it every now and then because I don't like the sugar. I like to try to avoid the sugar as much as possible, but it sure is good. Gotta love it. So, one more food favorite would be, I'm trying to do a different crock-pot recipe every month for the boys. Crock-pot recipes are, well, crock-pot, yeah, I guess you would call it crock-pot recipe. Crock-pot dinners, there we go, are so super easy. Just, you know, put them together, put them in the crock pot, and you just set it and forget it. And I love that about it. And I know I've raved on about it before, but I love crock pot recipes. Blue tongue. One of my mix-ins. Anyway, this one is called Taco Hash Brown Casserole. I will try to leave the link down below from where I find it. I find all mine on Pinterest. I know people now are all about, I know it's TikTok, but I'm still stuck in Pinterest. So, sorry, I get mine from Pinterest, but I will try to link it down below, the recipe I use. And I don't always do everything it asks. Like I've said before, I think it was in my January faves about my poor man beef stew. They do a lot of different things that I don't do. I just take a seasoning, packet of beef stew seasoning to season it, and they use like 4 different seasonings, all of which I have, but it's just so much easier to take a thing of beef stew season it, yeah, you got it. So anyway, but this one is really delicious. It's got, of course, taco meat. It's with taco seasoning. It's got hash browns, and it's got a can of like that cheddar cheese sauce or the nacho cheddar cheese sauce that you buy. It's so good that way. Then you add some more cheese on top, and then, oh my gosh, yes. So yeah, it'll fast become a favorite, I'm certain. Now, moving on. Sorry, had to take a breath there. Shows. I have not watched a whole lot of movies this month. I'm going to change that. There's a movie that I'm sure that I'm going to watch here real soon. I'm not going to say it unless in case it's a spoiler alert. I'm in the middle of watching one. I just watched a romance movie, which is cute, just predictable. I'm getting like, really? Again? Okay. Yeah, we've been there, done that. So, I do love my Christmas time movies. I will watch them without fail, but I'm beginning to be a bit of a critique for them. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, there's a YouTuber, they follow me, I follow them, and they're getting their little niche up there. They're called, I think they even go like $, holes, who watch movies, or something like that. And they are great at their reviews. I've got to watch more of them. I really like them. So anyway, I might become one of shows. So 4 shows. Picard. Oh my gosh. I was like, really? Picard. Okay, so I am a big Star Trek fan. Watched them all. I didn't do Deep Space Nine a whole lot, but I watched all the others. I'm in the middle of also watching the 2 other new ones, Star Trek Frontier, and Star Trek, I forget the other name of it, but they're 2 new ones. One started sooner than the other. One's got 2 seasons. One's just now into its first season. But I'm a fan of both. I haven't watched very much of them lately, but because I've been all of Discovery, because I was out without Discovery for a month, so I was like, Discovery Plus, my bad, Discovery Plus. But anyway, I watched the first season like that, and I was just so glued to the TV. Now I'm in the 2nd season, and I'm about halfway through it, and it's quite fascinating. So, and I'm so heartbroken that they're only doing 3 seasons, but it is what it is, you know, you gotta roll with it. Maybe someday they will let me write something and they will do mine. Who knows? Anyway, I love it. Number 2, CSI, but the new version, I guess, CSI 2.0, whatever you want to call it. It's just called CSI Las Vegas. And it picks up, the season picks up with all new characters, plus Gil and, oh my gosh, his wife, Sarah. Gil and Sarah are on it for the first season, and then spoiler alert, they're not on it anymore. Anyway, but Catherine is part of it, and I'm loving that. I didn't like her character at first, but towards the end of the original CSI, I really, really was growing to love her as a character, and she's really fast becoming one of my favorites. So now she's really part of the cast, and I'm loving it. So yeah, CSI, the new one. Now, these next 2 are Discovery Plus ones. I love them. I watch these shows all the time. I'm up to date with this one, but not the other one, which I will tell you why in a minute. Fixer to Fabulous. It stars, I'm trying to think, I have it in the back of my Mars, Jenny and Dave Mars. And they don't flip houses, they renovate houses for clients, just like the Property Brothers and so many others. But I just think they're super adorable. I love their chemistry. I love their aesthetics. I love everything about them. They're just so freaking cute. Their camaraderie, everything. It's just so adorable. So I hope you watch it if you're into anything like that. Plus their, like I said, their chemistry, what they do, it totally makes the show. So you have to have good flow. You do. So that is another one like I said, I'm up to date. I am ready for the next episode, the new episode. The other one is an oldie but a goodie. They've had 10 seasons. I watch all the Property Brothers and all their shows. I'm not quite totally current with everything, but I'm close to it. I haven't watched Brother versus Brother much, maybe a few episodes of the first season, but I do plan on starting to watch that again. And they have a couple other specials. One was in Louisiana. Watched 2 episodes of that. Anyway, I'm going to be watching more of them and keeping current with them. But I think they're so adorable. But that's not the show. The show I'm talking about, interestingly enough, is Flip or Flop. The original back in 2006, I think it started, about the time that the Property Brothers came out, I believe. So I'm going to have to double check that, but I'm pretty certain they're both got just as many seasons, if I'm not mistaken. However, I think Property Brothers is a little bit older, but not by much. Not by much. But anyway, I just at first I was really annoyed with him. I was like, y'all live in this big old house and, you know, you go through these dumps and you just like turn your nose up and how can people live like this? And I'm like, you know what? Some of us have no choice. So don't be judging. But as I'm watching it more and more, I don't know, I'm getting tickled, if you will. And just find them amusing. Right now, they're divorced at the point that I'm watching. I mean, in real life as well, but at the point that I'm watching, they just got divorced and stuff, and they're starting to work together as a divorced couple, leading separate lives, but working together. And they're doing very well, and I'm loving that. And I'm finding my heart goes out to them when they get that property that didn't make very much, or they had to leave it on the market and it's not selling or something like that. And I mean, I shouldn't, because they're making boatloads more than what I make, but it's just, I don't know, it's just something about it. Something that draws me in. I have watched, I'm up to season 10, and I think there's not much more, maybe one more season after this, and then their final flip together, and then it's over. And they did it all in a month. I was just like, fast addicted. There were a few I fell asleep through, not because I was bored, but because I was tired. I come home and I work overnights, and then I misjudge how tired I am and I fall asleep through things. So all the time. Happens no matter what. And not just them, but I've done it through almost every TV show or movie, for that matter, I've ever watched. Not ever, but in the past few years. Anyway, they are super cute. I totally love them. They are adorable. So anyway, and I think that was it for my TV shows. Yes. And I know this one I will go ahead and add, because we'll put that one in the Aprils. We'll put that one in Aprils. Okay, songs. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I feel like I did, but I think I was thinking it, and I was thinking about saying it. So, I feel like I said this. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize. But, pardon me. I'm going to try to edit that out. Okay. But, when it comes to songs, I did say this out loud. Oh my gosh. So anyway, favorite songs. We're not going to repeat it because I feel like I've said it. Here we go. Bloody Mary by Lady Gaga. Forget the title. It's just a cute song. Songs that get my attention are ones with the jazzy beats, or that are have a good message, or both. And this one is more the jazzy beat than the message. It does have a decent message, but it's more the jazzy beat. So I more like the words the beat than I like the words. Also, I Feel Good by Pitbull. I know he did a collab with her or a song with her, and totally, from what I understand, did not do nice to her, but I'm just saying, he makes good music, and I like how he almost always acknowledges his roots, acknowledges the fact that he was once poor and now he's way up here. You know, he's climbed, and he's great, and he made mega millions for himself. So, you know, I'm just like, okay, I see you. So I cannot plus I love his music, so can't fault the man. Bones by Imagine Dragons. Oh, I love Imagine Dragons. Kid you not, if that band came here, I would totally. And I'm probably going to look them up now just to see when they come here next, because I love Imagine Dragons. Ever since I heard their song from the movie by Stephenie Meyer, but it wasn't her Twilight series. It was one that was a standalone, but it was such a good movie. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know it. If I can find it in time, I'm going to flash it across the bottom of the screen. It'll be across my face because I'm at the bottom of the screen. But I'm sorry. That is so annoying me, but oh well. It was fun. But ever since I heard them, I have loved just nearly everything they make. I just adore them. They're just such an amazing band. I love Imagine Dragons. Okay. Not Dance Again by Pink. So I can't sing it, but go look it up. It's by Pink. It's called, I believe it's called Not Dance Again, or Dance Again or something. I believe I wrote it down right when I looked it up, but I might not have, but something in that vicinity. Dance Again, Not Dance Again, something like that. It's just a really fun song where she's just like, you know what? No matter what, you're never gonna not make me not dance again. So, you know, bye. I'm still gonna dance, and I love. That is when both the beat and the message are there for me. I love both parts of it. The second to last one, I have another that I didn't write down and I want to mention. But this one is Unstoppable by Sia, and again, both the message and the beat, tone, whatever, melody, I love it all about it. And I mean, it's just, I think more of us need to have that attitude of being unstoppable. Don't let the world beat us down. Be unstoppable. Just a thought, but I love this song, Unstoppable by Sia. And the last song is by, so I don't want to misquote, and I don't want to be held liable or anything like that. I believe Matt Stefanina, I believe it's Matt Stefanina. He's a choreographer, dancer, and he has a YouTube channel, and does choreographs songs, you know, or dance moves to songs, popular songs. He recently did one to that I love, to and it was one of my favorites for the month. Unholy by Sam Smith, and he so good, the song and the dance that he did. But he also, I believe, is a remix DJ, and you know this song, Blue. Well, anyway, that song he redid to I'm Feeling Alright. I'm gonna have the best freaking night of my life, blah blah blah. I can't sing the lyrics, I can say the lyrics, but I believe it's I'm Feeling Alright. I believe so. I'm dancing to it in my head, trying to hear it. But look it up. You probably, if you look up I'm Blue remix or something like that, you'll probably find it if you search engine it. But that was definitely a favorite one of mine, and I believe he did it. Don't quote me. I just might want to look it up yourself. Okay, makeup. I have 1, 2, 3 plus a favorite palette, and I'm going to try to start doing that every month. I'm going to try to of the 3 or 4 or 2 that I pull for the month, I'm going to try to do a review in my, yeah, you got it. So we'll start with this one. This is the Maybelline Precise All Day Liner. I believe this is the one I used. I wanted to say it was by L'Oreal, but I think it's this one. Last month in my March Shop My Stash. I believe I pulled this one, and it actually works really, really good. I believe you can get the flick that you like, the extension that you like, all the way out. It doesn't skip a whole lot. I didn't notice much skipping at all. I liked it. And for like $9, you can't beat it. So that's why I pulled that as a favorite. I think it's very, very, very good for $9. Something that's not $9, that's like $40. This is the Becca Face Palette. I have had this for 4 years, a while, a while. It's got your highlighter, oh my gosh, blush, bronzer, and I did not use the highlighter this month, although it has been loved. I've used these two for my March Shop My Stash, and I put it in here because they, you know, you would think that price point that it would be great, and it was. It was really, really blendable. It was really, really pigmented, and it was just really pretty. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be all of the above, just not pretty. But I really enjoyed using this. So I put it in my favorites, and I was like, yeah, it's just a shame she no longer does makeup anymore. She's out of business. Okay, last makeup except for the palette. This is the Kylie Jenner concealer. I'm not a good base reviewer because, in my opinion, if it's full coverage, if it blends, and if it's, I don't know, if it makes my face look good, I like it. And, oh, excuse me. I don't know. It just, for my under eyes, I've got to have some pretty heavy duty concealer. It can't be no low to medium coverage. It's got to be high coverage, full coverage. And this, I believe, is fairly full coverage. It's super creamy. It blends out well. I don't know about, you know, cakiness because I never really bother to look because I usually just don't wear it long enough to worry about it. Maybe someday I will, just not now. I enjoyed using it. I definitely put it in my top 10s. Last but not least, this is one of the palettes I chose for last month, and it happens to be a favorite. I will say, all 4 of the palettes that I chose, I loved. There wasn't a one that I was like, meh. No, all 4 I loved. I loved. I love the brands, and I love their formulas, and I love using them. But for what you get in this, and the pigmentation and the blendability, this was a top 5 for me of all the palettes I've used. And plus, I'm a green lover, can't help it. Green and blues are my favorites. If you can't tell, those are actually matte colors, but they're kind of shiny, but they're matte. Who knows? But those colors, I believe, all of them are shimmers. I did not realize that. All of them are shimmers. This is such a fun palette. It's got all your colors on back too. It's by Makeup Revolution, and it's called the Mint Chocolate Chip palette. I just love all these colors, and I love using them, and they really look amazing. They're pigmented. You can't really judge a shimmer if they're blendable because they're not designed to blend. But I did watch a YouTuber that did blend them well, and I was like, okay. So, but I really do love this palette. It is definitely a top 10 for me, definitely. So that is it for my March favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope that you would, if you're not already subscribed, that you would totally subscribe. I would appreciate it. It is free, but you do not have to. That is totally up to you. There's so many other good YouTubers out there, but I would totally appreciate it. If you did like this type of videos, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Everyone's just going out on me. I would appreciate it. Big thumbs up. And if you would be so kind, also to ring that notification bell if you do so, decide to subscribe. Also, some comments. Any comments? I love them all. Even the negative ones, I'm like, well, at least you're commenting. But I would appreciate positive vibes, please. I would love it. I try to answer all my comments. I don't always answer them right away, but I try to answer them all. So, have a great day, or a great night, or a great afternoon, wherever you are right now. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.